Hello there, this is B.O.X Productions. Welcome back to Path of Exile. In our last episode, we lost a dice game and was thrown overboard. Scored some drugs for the people of Ionized Watch, got a foothold in the fried chicken business, and crashed an undead party in a way that Blade himself will be proud of. Oh hey, right off the bat we meet the Brood Princess. I've heard it's her life's dream to have enough children to get her own reality show on TLC, which in my opinion is so 2000 whatever. Here we have the Flood Depths, where we heard something about an evil monster who's gonna kill us all. Ooh, let's go take care of it. And for the first time, we encounter a pack of Essence Monsters. When Essence Monsters are killed, they drop an item that upgrades a normal item to a rare item with at least one guaranteed affix. After being frozen like that, you can imagine they're pretty angry and won't give it up so easily. Oh hey, it's the monster we heard about. We're about to make this crab deceased.
You managed to kill a granddaddy crab. A pity you couldn't lug it up out of the caves for us. Could have made quite the chowder out of it. No matter. We've got one less reason to fear the dark, and I've got one more thing to thank you for. Stay sharp out there.
Oh, by the way, I don't think I've shown this off yet. This is the passive skill tree. Yep. And this is the ledge, which would have a very nice view, for the fact that all the monsters here are trying to kill us. And once again we find another one of these weathered carvings. Let's check this one out.
The earth of Rayclast rejects the dead. The black spirit of storm and dream now reaches into the ground and raises up our slain imperial foes. It leads the fallen from their graves and drives them to fight us beyond the end, rotted tooth and jagged nail. Our own remembered have joined their cursed ranks. No longer may we give our beloved to the birds, messengers of spirit to the sky, conveyors of flesh to the earth. Calm has commanded us to destroy our remembered with axe and fire. Calm is the bravest of us, willing to bear the ire of the ancestors for the survival of his people.
When bones walk, they are not Karui.
Moana, warrior. Yes, I call you warrior. Your eyes have already swept your surroundings, identifying threats and escape routes. There is anticipation in your stance. Deadly focus in the easy ebb and tide of your breath. Yours is a heart that fights with every beat. I have need of a heart like that. In that haunted place there, a Karui's spirit awaits you. Lost he was, more than 2 centuries ago, fallen beyond battle. Bring him to me so that I might return him to his rightful place. It takes a warrior to find a warrior.
And here we find our first Forsaken Master, Haku. We will be meeting several of these masters throughout the game, and each one has their own set of missions they want us to accomplish. Haku's missions in particular usually revolve around finding a lost spirit and bringing it back to him. With each mission you complete, you gain experience for that specific master, and when they level up you get extra perks and benefits. So try to complete their missions whenever you find one.
lost spirit returned to feast with the ancestors and be born once more into the Karui way. We shall speak again when next you come to Lion Eye's watch. For there is much that we might yet share, my ally.
And this is Kuduku, the false god. He's here too. And now we make our way through the climb, as we continue our journey towards the prison.
The Black Spirit infects living flesh and bone. The animals suffered first, their bodies changed, their eyes filled with a hatred of mankind that is beyond instinct. Now it is we who must bend and bow like saplings before the sea-born gale. The firstborn of the kingdom of Calm greeted us this day. The firstborn of the kingdom of Calm was buried this day. Even our children are not spared the Black Spirit's touch. What have we done to enrage Rayclast? We look to Calm. Our king will lay the spirit of this land at peace.
The Black Spirit. Son of youngest. Father of corruption.
You know, most people just write their graffiti on bathroom stalls.
God bless you on this fine day, Exile. And thus, my prayers are answered. None too soon, neither. Don't look so perplexed, Exile. It's simple. God has sent you to help me look after the relics. The few remaining islands of faith in this sea of sin. The corrupted, they hunger to see faith gone for good. Chewed up and spat out by the nightmare. Not while you and I live and breathe, right, Exile? This here island of faith has been made home sweet home by a small horde of corrupted filth. It falls to you and I to cleanse and claim this place in the name of God. Steel your entrails, Exile. You're about to get your hands dirty.
And here we meet our second Forsaken Master, Elrion. His missions usually revolve around protecting these relics, but occasionally you'll get a mission where you have to destroy them.
That was some damn divine slaughter you delivered there, Crusader. You did God proud today. You come visit me in Line Eye's Watch next time you're there, for I'm more crusading where that came from.
Whoa there. I see all the pagans, but where's the pair of snakes? Nobody's gonna get that reference.
Thank you for freeing me. The Mother of Death likes to play these little tricks on me, to remind me of my place. But she also sent you here to help. Let me return the favor, Exile. We will meet again in town, and then I will help you illuminate your path. Thank you for...
A slave is not a man. A slave is not even worthy of death.
War will be the savior of Rayclast. We must take the fight to the corruption. We must conquer the Black Spirit. There is no other way. Where is my army, you ask? They are scattered across this land, oblivious to their calling. Exiles, Karui and Oriathan both. They will rally, but only if we give them cause. For now, let us content ourselves with a pact between two warriors. My wisdom and my armor, on the understanding that you serve Tukuhama, father of war, when you can. On your own, you will survive. With others, you will conquer.
The tale of Brutus was a popular one in the schools of Theopolis, taught in the hopes of deterring students from ambitions not condoned by the Templar. Brutus was warden of Axiom Prison and one of the most feared men in the Eternal Empire. But there the histories end, and the myth begins, with Brutus commissioning a witch to transform him in a mad attempt at immortality. A moment of hubris that didn't end well for anyone. If it's true, then Brutus has my pity. Some of us pay too dearly for our mistakes. Yet if you insist on learning from your own mistakes, then please, take one of these. You might need it. Take care.
There's a fine line between man and monster. Brutus, the warden of Axiom Prison, he crossed that line long ago. A big lad, and as you know from Hillock, big lads are slow. Hit and run, that's the way to cut them down to size. Unless there's thaumaturgy involved, then forget the hitting bit, just run. Stay sharp out there.
Is it choice that carries you here, or is it fate? I see a need in you. A need to peer into your future. A need to follow the right path. But your future has already been cast, so open your mind and embrace it. Long ago, my people called me a Hatungo, a wise woman. Now they call me a revenant. But it is not my fate to return to the Mother of Death just yet. For now I stand with one foot in this world, and the other foot in the realm of the dead. I'm an inquirer of the living, and an interpreter of death. I sense you have questions. For a gift of silver, I will answer them. But you seek more than answers. Riches, power. These I can also provide, in a way. All you have to do is join me. Heed my words, but walk your path. The future is mine to tell, but yours to claim. It is time to fulfill your prophecy. Fate awaits you.
I've but one purpose in life now. Defend the last vestiges of faith in this god-forsaken land. Well, can't be completely god-forsaken. He sent you and me here, didn't he? Now, I've a few trinkets lying about that might be of use to you. Adornments imbued with what little faith I can muster in this accursed place. That said, the more corruption we smite, the more faithful I'm likely to be feeling. I can make some damn fine baubles when my divine ire is up. In the meantime, let me know if any of my current pieces catch your eye.
Chatters. Shadooby.
In the court of the goddess, every man and woman is deemed worthy of redemption. Though you might be shackled by the tribulations of the past, the trials ahead offer you both freedom and glory. The future is yours, if you're bold enough to reach out for it.
And here we find our first trial of ascendancy. You'll need to find 6 different ones to gain access to the normal version of the Lord's Labyrinth. This trial is a spike trap trial, as you can plainly see why. This trial is both the leading cause and the leading cure of hemorrhoids in Rayclast. Totally meant to do that.
The strongest metal of them all.
That's one down. We'll find the other 5 as we go along. Upper prison is the same as the lower prison. A bunch of dead people hanging out. Raising the dead like a trend or something in Rayclast? So like widget spinners or whatever?
Your brawn is about to meet its match, Brute. Give the Warden my regards.
Still the Karui barbarians advance upon us. Lionai is dead. His legion slaughtered, along with every eternal man, woman, and child from Lionai's watch to the foot of our axiom. Should the need arise, we shall retreat through Prison's Gate, raising my barricade behind us. Yet our salvation is at hand. Foul times demand heroic deeds, and through my arts our Lord Brutus will arise anew to defend us. May the dry sands quench their thirst with Karui blood when our mighty Warden delivers his judgment upon them.
My loyal Declan, give Our Lady Piety your absolute support and watch her with absolute scrutiny. There is much to learn from the likes of the Inquisitor, the Umbra, and the Soulless One. I would hate for Piety to feel that she need shoulder such perilous wisdom alone. Dominus.
Yes. Alright then.
Your frightened heart echoes from the stones.
And meet the first real boss of the game, Brutus, who's not actually a barber. This dude could be pretty scary if you're not expecting, you know, like with the hook hands and all the weird stuff he's got going on. This guy has several attacks he can hit you with, including a hook attachment he can use to drag you back to him if you get too far away. A wave of gore he'll occasionally try to hit you with, and just throwing cages on your head. But because we're still basically at the beginning of the game, he's not too difficult of a fight. He'll go down easy enough.
Your spirit is the plaything of the ancestors, slave master. I cannot carry this.
Dear Chevron, you have certainly had your work cut out for you with Lion Eye's Legion. Do not concern yourself with Marseilles' complaints. Our Emperor is fully aware of the General's fickle nature. As to your need to accelerate the implantation process, I can recommend a quite simple alteration. Dip the gem in a boiling solution of 6 parts blood and 1 part thormetic sulfite for no more than 13 seconds. Any longer, and you invite the crystal's wrath. Once the gem is withdrawn from the solution, you have but a few seconds to install the gem in the prepared flesh and close the wound. Should the gem cool too much prior to implantation, it will become inert, and your patient with it. Trust in that bountiful talent of yours, Chevron. My thoughts are with you. Malachi.
And we're finally out of the prison. I think we'll leave this area for the next episode. Let's go back into town for now.
For some, death is welcomed with open arms. Did you end Brutus's suffering out of avarice or mercy? Only you know the answer to that one. While we live, we are blessed.
The warden's free of his own prison. Well, since you're so bloody determined to cheat the britches off death, you better have one of these, for luck. And when they write the song about you, just be sure to mention that it was Tarkley who taught you everything you know. Stay sharp.
That'll do it for this episode of Path of Exile, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. It really helps out the channel. Until next time, this is B.O.X Productions.
There's many a way to die in Rayclast. Most of them are mercifully quick. But you get caught alive by the Goatmen, you'll wish by any god you believe in that you hadn't. I've heard some of the more superstitious exiles say there's a deity these Goatmen worship. Abarath, Eater of Agony. Sounds like a right bastard if you ask me. So if the Goatmen hand you an invitation to go have dinner with the Cloven God, tell them where to stick it.
Made any progress? Brutus, warden of Axiom Prison. The way I heard, albeit from ale-soaked sailors, fear unmanned the great Brutus. Not fear of man, nor beast, fear of death. Life is like wine, best enjoyed in moderation. I don't envy Brutus's hangover.
Up out.
I can think of only one reason why Piety would be here. She's interested in the sickness that pervades this place, the corruption that raises the dead and twists the wildlife into aberrations.
It is good to see you. The ancestors possess the knowledge of all Karui. Every man and woman who has followed the way has carved their life's wisdom into the meeting house of the remembered. Yet the ancestors cannot tell me how Kitava's tyranny might end. Only that it will, if we who still can, stand against him. It is in this hope that I choose to live. Hope is my fortress, and from it I wage war against Kitava's slaves. Yet I am but one warrior, one man who chooses to serve the Karui way. Perhaps there will be others. Perhaps even you. There is a fine line between belief and madness. Alrion does not even know where that line is.
God bless you, Exile. Haku's a damned heathen who worships trees and ghosts. It never ceases to amaze me how we, God's children, excel at deceiving ourselves.